In 4th and 5th grade, he wasn't my enemy, but we were going back and forth because we weren't on the same team, just in our travel program at home. So, and we were always the same position, so we were always going against each other. And so I didn't really like him.
We played AAU, elementary ball, middle school ball, pretty much everything growing up together.
In 6th grade, we were on the same team. Realized he was a great guy, realized all of my beliefs about him were wrong. And then from 6th grade till 8th grade, and then in the summer as a freshman, sophomore, we played on the same team.
We were inspired by our good friend Kathy Craig, who actually went to Ethiopia before any of us did, and she adopted a kid named Jesse.
It had been always something I wanted to do, is to just see another place in the world, just to get more perspective and appreciation and realize what life is like in other places. And when Kathy, someone who was close to us, who we knew Jesse, brought it up, we were like, that's where we're going to go. Like, this is what God has put on our heart, is to go to Ethiopia. You know, we had no idea where it would be, if it would be Latin America or something. But when something so close to our heart was saying something to it, we knew we had to say yes.
And when he came back, he had this wonderful idea to somehow start a business, start something that could somehow benefit the kids over there that he had met and all the things that he had seen. And so he approached me this summer before my sophomore year about starting a t-shirt business, selling t-shirts, sweatshirts, and then giving the proceeds to the kids over in Ethiopia.
He immediately said yes, because that's who Ben is. He plays a sport here. He is doing accounting, and he's getting an internship in most summers. But I knew Ben would say yes, because he's that kind of friend, and he's that kind of person who would just be on board no matter what it means, and he'd be willing to do whatever, because that's just the person he is.
And so he approached me about it, and I really didn't hesitate. It sounded like an awesome idea to me. And although I didn't know anything about starting a business, we just went along with it.
I had no idea how to run a business. I had no idea how that worked. I had no idea how to get clothing. I had no idea how to ship it to people, and I had no idea how to run a website, which are all the things we needed.
It's not as easy as it seems. There's a lot of things that go into it, starting a business. As you can imagine, we had to figure out how to make the shirts, how to design them, how to sell them, who to sell them to, how to distribute them. And also, we knew we were both going our separate ways to different schools, so who's going to take care of it while we were gone? Who's going to do all the shipping for us? Because we were just doing it out of Riley's house. And so we had a lot of things to figure out, but it took some time and a lot of hours, but we eventually worked through all our problems.
I think it was freshman year when it started. I think he came back and told us about starting this company up with Riley, about benefiting Ethiopian orphans. And so it was just really interesting to see it start from the beginning and grow to where it has now, and just the impact they've been able to make.
I told my housemates that are also on the basketball team, told them about it, and they immediately purchased t-shirts. And I was like, oh, I'll give you a few discounts, you know, because I knew them personally. But they're like, oh no, we know it's for a great cause. We're paying the full price. And so mostly the people on the basketball team have been awesome about it. They've all expressed interest. They've always bought all the new t-shirts that come out, and they're always wearing them around campus, and so it's awesome to see.
I have like probably 3 or 4 shirts, and definitely when new stuff comes out, I always look to get it.
I mean, he's not looking for praise. He's not looking for acknowledgement. It's on his heart. He's trying to do what he believes is right, and I have so much respect for that. And you're right, I wasn't fully aware of what he was doing until a teammate had on a shirt, and hey, where'd you get that shirt? Well, that's you know, this is Benny's clothing line, and you know, asked him questions about it, and I just thought that was the greatest thing in the world, that it's not the first thing he's going to let somebody know, and I think that says a lot about who he is.
For the first year, we donated tangible goods to those 4 places that we visited, and then last summer we realized that the literacy rates in Ethiopia are at the bottom of the world. They're in the bottom 10. A lot of women, a lot of youth can't read, and so that's when we're like, and then also Kathy has been a school teacher for most of her life, and we're like, God is saying go towards literacy. Literacy is speaking to you. So our plan is to build a library there in the next couple of years.
Right now, we've partnered with an organization called Ethiopia Reads, and once we raise a certain amount of money, they'll build a library for you and wherever you want it to be. And so right now, we're in the process of building a library in Jesse's hometown.
Jesse G, since we started, we've been the clothing line that's not just for you. Is that what we call it? And because we came up with that because everything out there is for you. This is the car for you, the look for you, the shirt for you, whatever the product is being sold, it is always for you. And so with Jesse G, it's not just for you. When you put it on, there's something more to it. You know that when you're putting it on, that a tangible good was donated with this shirt. And it's just a reminder to us, too, is that college is a time where you're selfish, where you're preparing for the future, and you need to be a little bit selfish somewhat. But doing Jesse G is what has given me purpose the last couple of years. It's what's given me joy. And I think that's because it's not about me. It's a time where I can focus on other people and be appreciative and just do whatever I can, do whatever we can.
When you're willing to just kind of walk a different path. I mean, it's very, I guess, abnormal for somebody of his age to just be thinking outside the box and what can I do to help somebody else's life. It says a lot about him, and I think that too is just kind of the everyday courage, I guess, where you're just reaching out and connecting and just trying to better somebody else's life, regardless of your own situation and your resources.
There are people out there that need help and that they deserve to be helped, and I think we all deserve to show them that love, and we're called to do that. And I think Ben's taking it to another level, and maybe one day I'll be able to do something like that, but we'll see.
With the clothing line with Jesse G, like I said, he's just been willing to do whatever it needs. And he said yes when he had no idea what it entailed and when I just threw something at him. So that's courage to me, has been saying yes and being willing to do anything. And then above it, being humble through it and showing a lot of humility, and that he doesn't care if it's for him. He cares that he gets to be a part of something special.
I'm not really the inspiration. I've been blessed with a lot of resources and a lot of opportunities, and I'm just happy I've had the opportunity to help other people out that don't have the same resources or opportunities that I have. And I think a lot of people I know, a lot of people I've grown up with, have the same opportunities as I do, and it's just about taking advantage of them.